So I'm over here at the L&N Depot watching two dogs doing whatever. Oh, he's taking a dump right there down grass. Little pooch. And he's scraping it. But anyway, thought I'd come out here and just chill out for a little bit. It's 27 degrees outside, but the sun. Well, I got to Waffle House earlier, and it was about a little after 4 o'clock, and there's icicles hanging off the eave there, and the more that sun shined, that you could just see the ice turn into water and fall off the edge. I thought, maybe it's warming up. No, it wasn't warming up. It's still kind of chilly outside, but the sun's shining and everything. It really does. It really does. It just makes you feel good. It won't be too long now for the sun to start going down. But it's something about the sunlight. You know what I mean? It's just something about the sun that makes you feel really, really good. It charges you, gives you energy. It's got vitamins in it. Was it vitamin D or vitamin C? Forget which one. But I just called over there to my old job site, and there's a guy there that's been there 4 years, and it don't seem like he's been there for 4 years. Seems like he's been there for longer than that. And me and him could always talk. I could always talk to him, young guy, and but he was telling me about this, and that, and the other, and I thought I'd let some uniforms over there. And being I was going to go to orientation on Tuesday, I thought, well, maybe I can go by there afterwards and get those and see if they fit. But I think what he said, they already got all the uniforms. So now they're going back to the button-ups. Oh boy. Oh boy. Just love button-ups. But anyway, just kind of sitting here thinking, am I going to be able to do this job? I don't know, for $18 and a quarter, as opposed to $16. I hope I can, because I don't want to go through all the hassle of trying to find something else yet again. And so I don't know. We'll see though. We will see. I'm picking my fingernails with my knife. But I don't know for sure. Haley Spring, bring what? Sergio. What's up, Sergio? Yeah, instead of changing the name, I just thought I'd put Butch, let it stay Butch Holiday is Live. You know? Where's the fun in that, right? I have no idea how to do mewing. Mew. I don't know how to mew. You kids and your mewing. I don't know. But for it to be so chilly today, it sure is really nice. Tonight it'll be 13, 14 degrees outside. And so make sure you drip your faucets. Yep, drip your faucets. And well, of course, if you live in this temperature. Hey Alamo, what's up? How I'm doing? Like I said, I just got through talking to somebody on the phone here a minute ago at a former job site, and I was trying to see if I had any uniforms left over there from the previous company, and it looks like they went ahead and got them. So we're going to have to get new uniforms while we're there Tuesday. I'm like, dang. And I'm gonna have to get new pants anyway. I'm gonna have to get either 48 or 46. I still got the Securitas pants, and thing of it is, it's just they're a little too big for me now. Whereas before they were just right. Now they're a little too big. So I'm thinking about taking them down there Monday and having them hemmed up to about 48. And get one pair to a 48 and another pair to 46. And I'm not going to even bother taking them back down there. So, oh, guess what? Y'all forgot pants. Almost a couple of years ago. Because I didn't forget. I put the wrong pants in. I put my Dickie pants in instead of my Securitas pants. Oops. Oh, this is a Winchester. Winchester. I think it's a Winchester. I've had this for a long time. And I got my son's initials engraved on it, and mine, yeah, it's a Winchester. My son's engraved on it and mine. I can't remember. I got it for a Christmas gift, but I forgot who I got it from. But it's a knife that I've had for a very long time. I had one just like it. I don't know what happened to it, but um, I've had this certain knife for, oh wow, I can't remember how long. I know it's like 22, 23 years, something like that. Maybe more than that. So I've had it for quite a long time, and it's supposed to go to my son. I tried several times to give it to him, but I gravitate back to it. My dad used to do the same with me as far as his knives and stuff. Not that they didn't want me to have them, or me don't not want my son to have them. It's just that they come into use quite a bit. And he's got his own type of knives, and he's got one about that big. He's got one a little bit smaller, and I use it when I'm inside sometimes, kind of clean my nails out. So yeah, so it's not time for him to get it yet. But it's got my initials on it, my birthday, and his initials and his birthday. And on the back of the spine, it's got Holiday, her last name. My initials are kind of like over the top of my birthday, and his is, see, this is his right here. I don't know if you can see it. That's my initials right there, TBH, and his SWH. TBH, my birthday, and on the bottom, his birthday, his initials and his birthday. 11/18/02. It's even got a side clip. My other one that I had, I took that off, but I don't even know what I did with it. I forgot what I did with it. It's been so many years ago. I had it sharpened once. I got the martial arts instructor that used to teach down here. He sharpened it for me, and it's still pretty sharp. And yeah, just had it for quite a while. So I've been through some stuff. A lot of some grit on it. I really need to clean it right in there, back in there. Need to clean it up a little bit. But yep, this is going to my son. Something never happens to me. It's supposed to be his. Of course, most knives go to their sons anyway. My dad and my grandfather, they had this thing where they passed off knives to each other and stuff, and they used to pass knives to me. And my grandfather used to pass knives to me and stuff when I was younger, and my dad did too. And if I had all the knives that my granddad and my dad passed off to me, I'd probably had a good handful. Old Henry, Barlow, stuff like that, Schrade. I think My dad had one of them. It's called Pakistani. Some kind of looked like a razor blade, kind of straight edge razor blade, and he had one, and he gave it to me, and he wanted to borrow it back, and so it was kind of back and forth, you know. So eventually he had it last, and he misplaced it or something like that, and while he was on the truck before he stopped driving. So now, of course, he's been gone. Getting on 10, 11 years now, passed away. And before that, before I left South Carolina, my dad loved knives. He was into knives. He couldn't, he always wanted to find him a good knife, a knife that he can use. I was the same way too. Growing up on Dukes of Hazzard, watching Bo and Luke Duke. We had back then, whenever we were young, and having a knife was a very important thing. If it wasn't for Dukes of Hazzard, because of Rambo, watching Rambo or either Dukes of Hazzard. So we either had a survival knife or a knife that you put in a little case on your belt. We all, me and my cousins, all had to have us a knife in the case, or either a knife like Rambo. When we went hunting, we had us a utility knife. And when we was just common, just walking around, we always had to have a knife in the case, or either in a pocket. That's the way Dad did it. My dad did it and everything. My granddad and my dad always had a knife in the pocket, along with a pocket change. And I did for a while. I had that in my pocket for a while, but sometimes it kind of got bulky and stuff. You wanted something other to kind of fit to the bottom of your pocket and everything, and it kind of was just smaller. And that wasn't quite as small, but the ones I did have from my dad, they were all right. And eventually it kind of went back and forth. And like I said, I had that one I had this one quite a while. I usually have it in my pocket for something other than elusive pants that I had. And that little thing right there kept poking my leg, or either this thing did. So now I just got it in my truck. But I like this one because it's got that little serrations there. See, I got a serrated. So this part cuts and also this part saws. So it's nice. Oh, you gotta go? Sorry. But yeah, we're just enjoying this pretty weather out here. Aside from the cold, it's really nice. And like I said, I don't really know what to think about this thing job, man. I hope I do pretty good. I hope I do good at it. But I won't know until Tuesday. Well, the next day at least. We'll find out then. Gotta take my guard card and all that stuff. Birth certificate. All that fun jazz. Take my mom's car. All that fun stuff. I was gonna go out here and take a little walk, but I don't think I want to do that. I think it's a little too cold. I have to put on my earmuffs. These are nice and toasty. I don't need this because whatever the problem was, it quit. Hope it don't come back. Usually my truck acts pretty good whenever it's warmer, but when it gets cold, it starts acting up. It's cold nature. Yeah, I sure do. I'm in a bad strait with dry lips. You're right. You're certainly right. I never can have lips that are nice and voluptuous. They're always gotta be dry. But yeah, I'm kind of wondering when my darn license is gonna come in. When my license come in? Tomorrow it officially expires, so I'm like, I hope it hurries up and gets here. I already put in for it. I was thinking about, this is what I was thinking about doing now. These bottles right here, I found these bottles when I worked at Mayfield. I found them years and years ago. Well, when I say years, I mean like probably 10 years ago, or 7 or 8 years ago, or something like that. And this is Marietta, Georgia. Yeah, chapstick would help, wouldn't it? Yeah. $59.75. Found these in the side of the bank of the East, or was it Oostanala Creek or Eastonala? Well, Eastonala is a street name. Oostanala is a creek name. Eastonala, wait a minute, let me try to get this straight. Over there in Athens, Eastonala is a street name. Oostanala Creek is a creek name. Okay, you got it right now. But I found this, like I said, is in Marietta, Georgia. Found that in a creek. The same place. I found this one. This one's, it's about the same. Let's see here. It's about, what is the liter size? This is both. Yeah, they're both the same. About the same year, I think. This is a Lebanon, Maryland. I found these in a creek, in the Oostanala Creek, over beside Mayfield Dairy Farms, where I used to work at. That's where I was a supervisor. I was a supervisor for a little over 5 years there. Before that, I was just a regular worker. And I started out at $10 an hour. $10 an hour. I can't even fathom that now. I would never ever work for a job for $10 an hour. Never ever again. And the dude told me, he said, well, stay there for a while and we'll boost you up to 12. I would never ever work at a job for $12 an hour. Never ever again. But I did. And I did really good there. And it's like, even though I had bills and stuff, I did pretty good. You know, I did really well. And I don't know how I did so well, but I did. Off of $12 an hour, 40 hours a week. It was 44. Excuse me. It was what was it? 40. It was 44 hours. 44 hours a week. Was it 42? 40? Yeah, no. It was 3 12s, 36. No, 42 hours a week. 42 hours a week. How I did so well back then, I don't know, but by the grace of God, that I did so well. And then things changed, and they decided they wanted to go with some other security company, and they messed up, and they got us out there. I was at another site doing this and that, the other, kind of helping out, and got us out there doing a parking lot stuff, and they paid a little bit more an hour. And then when I went back to Mayfield, kind of helping out, They were paying like 12.50 an hour. Couldn't believe it. So off and on several years, a few years, and then the last time I worked out there for a good bit of money was I was the lead guy. I wasn't a captain, but they wanted us to come back out there like after 4 or 5 years later from losing the main contract, and so doing what we used to, and they started paying me $15 an hour. Wow. I got sick or something or other. I don't know what it's mold or something in there, but I, almost 10 years of doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, then to kind of be out of the routine of it and then come back to it, something other just kind of got me. I don't know what it was. It just kind of got me sick or something. I don't know what it was. Maybe it's going to a certain place or in certain places just with a lot of mold in certain places, and I told them about it, but um, I don't know if they ever did anything. But I just kind of got a little sick, and I went back. Then I went to Denso. I worked there. I worked there from time to time because when we lost the main contract, I worked there from time to time with Mayfield. I worked there from time to time. But anyway, that was um, that was 11.75 an hour or something like that when I first started out there. Something like that. Now it's up to I think they're up to 13 over at Denso. So that's pretty good. But I ain't never, ever, ever going to work for less than $15 an hour because I got standards now. Standards, man, standards. It went from $10 an hour, which was okay at the time. At 2008 to 12 or 13, it was okay. And then getting a $2 increase after 2013 to 12 was okay. Now, uh, you won't take if anybody goes less than um, $13 an hour. I think they're out of their mind. Crazy. I sure wouldn't. Not doing security, but thankfully there are places here now that have raised their rates to where they do that. Um, and I've seen some of them. I thought I saw one security company that was hiring for like $11 to $12. I'm like, man, them people they have really gotten to be on that's for freaking older people doing. They hardly ain't got nothing to do. Like for me, I'm still young. I'm not retiring. That's my main job. I would have to have something a bit more than that. So when I saw this job that I applied for, it was like $18 and a quarter. And I made sure, and I asked the recruiter, I said, well, how much was it again? He goes, 18 and a quarter for the supervisor position, 12 to 8. Like, whoa, you know? That would be the most I've ever made. You know, that's a lot of money. But I'm kind of, I don't know what the job entails or whatever. So I just hope it ain't one of those things where, if you mess this up, we're gonna let you go, kind of thing. And just, but at the same time too, I did put in a little job history thing, so I think it wasn't in order. It's not in the right order, but it's as far as dates go and everything. But I think that might have impressed him for a while. So we'll see how that goes. My lips are dry, it makes me want to poke at them. But we'll see. Oh wow, it's nice and comfortable. We'll see how it goes. kind of wondering what the job might entail, but I won't know until Tuesday or either Wednesday this coming week. And my birthday is Friday. I think it is. Let's see what. Tuesday is the 25th, so Wednesday is the 26th. So yeah, my birthday is Friday. And so I'll be 53. I don't feel like anything's really actually changed. I've been getting older ever since the day I was born. So it's not like you get older on your birthday other than a year. You get older all the time. I think tomorrow or the weekend, I might get out here and do a little bit of metal detecting. Might get out here with my metal detector and kind of see what's what, and kind of just enjoy the weekend before I have to go back to the workforce. And I would have done it the other Tuesday, just coming over a week ago, but I was sick, got sick, so I would have went in the orientation. So I would have had to have been starting a lot earlier. But everything has perfect timing now. Everything's got perfect timing because I'll be getting my couple not long after I get this come through. This shit, I can't think about what I was trying to say. After I get the orientation done and all that stuff, I got to do. I've already would have put in for unemployment benefits claim, whatever you call it, weekly benefits, and then I got one more to put in after that because I'm not quite sure that I'll be starting the same week as my orientation, but I might. I'm sure before next weekend I'll be starting or something but actually I think I have 2 days off. I work 5 days and I'll have 2 days off. So I think it was Sunday. I think I have Sunday and Monday off. Sunday night and Monday night off. But I got to train first though. And hopefully it's an easy job, but we'll see. And that's not that far away. It's like 20 some odd miles, something like that. And so if I have any kind of problems with my truck, which I hope I don't, but I used to drive that way. Shoot, the time we lost a contract from Mayfield to about, I can't remember when exactly, but for like a year and a half, I was driving back and forth that same area all the way to Cleveland in this truck. So it held out pretty good. Only had one little major issue with it coming back from doing another site. It was called ADM, some kind of thing where they do some kind of thing. I don't know what they did, but it was mostly during the time of COVID, and I was driving back and forth a lot, even before that. So it'll be nice driving back and forth, I suppose. And yeah, so we'll see how it works. Right there across the river and in Charleston, so we'll see. Yep. Boy, these things feel good. Feel so nice on my ears. That constant pressure. I thought about taking these bottles and letting the river reclaim them, but that might be considered littering. But I don't know, I might just let them. Oh, there's people here. them to him. I might give them to the to the depot people here, to the history museum thing. Because this, like I said, this is Maryland. This is Marietta, Georgia, and Lebanon, Maryland. I thought I had some Etowah ones. I might have some in my cabinet at home. But if I can find them, I'll probably bring them here, because I really don't want those things. Now, if it was from Manning, where I come from, I'm gonna keep them. But if it's from someplace I wasn't born and raised, I don't care about it. It's pretty cool though, because some of these things were. I remember I was doing something or other. I forgot what I actually was doing, but I was walking around and I saw the tail end. I don't know if it was this one, sticking out of the clay. And I looked, and I was like, what the hell? I looked again, and I had to go all the way on the other side and go down a steep embankment, and somehow or another I pulled it out. And this, one of the other ones was just, I saw it on the very bottom of the creek bed, so I took off my shoes with my boots and pulled my darn pants legs up and got in there and fished for it. I think it was this one. Yep. I found quite a few of them. I think I might give a couple of them away. But I'm going to do something with those. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with them. Not sure. Not sure at all. Wish I would have had my Bible in here. What I do with my Bible. I've been getting this crazy mail. This crazy mail I've been getting. They want me to donate International Fellowship of Christians and Jews. I don't mind donating to people like that, but I just gotta make sure I have money first. Oh, cool. How about that? It's an envelope, but it's like a meal. It's like a soup bone and some egg and potatoes and some kind of parsley. Goes from an envelope to it's like a plate. And it's got the Lord or something like that on the back of it. It's Hebrew. Stain. I'm not much for the Yiddish Hebrew. I wish they would change it back to what it really is. The Jewish. Well, I ain't really got much more to say on this thing. I got plenty of I can look like an idiot. I look like an idiot now, don't I? Whoever's watching sees I look like an idiot. But hey, this idiot has warm ears. And this idiot has protected ears, so I might go for one little lap. I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure. Not sure. It's pretty chilly out there. At least I probably need to get one lap in because the stuff I ate over at the Waffle House, that dude put a little too much oil in. It was a little too much. I think you put a little too much grease in that stuff. I had to get some crackers to kind of break it down, but still, I am not going to go back there if he's there again. I don't like the way he cooks stuff. Too much grease. Too much. Surprised I ain't throwing up. Sick or something. And who's to say that won't?